How old did you turn recently, Phil? 36?
Unfortunately.
I I apologize for not giving you a 36th anniversary patch
Thanks a lot.
because 35 years is commemorated
You're
these
just not
days.
gonna
I'm not gonna
get
let that
past
go.
that anytime
Nope,
soon.
nope. So happy 36th anniversary.
I was just gonna say, is this the best of list or the worst of list?
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
Well, here's something fun. We had these down here as the best of list, but for the last video, and nobody batted an eye until we actually started looking at it and be like, these are the best ones. Like, this is it. This is it.
Next on Ugly Thirds.
Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today's topic is the Washington Capitals' top 3 jerseys.
Even the computer doesn't want to do it.
John and Shrums, take it away.
As Huey Lewis said, if this is it, please let me know. It is.
How do you know he said that?
There's audio recording. Number 3. Phil, what is this?
This is the
Yeah, Phil, what is this?
It is the 2021 Reverse Retro 1.0.
We're gonna pander to a time in which people needed something to think about other than the world systematically shutting down around them, and that's why this is so popular. That's it. The video's over. Phil, turn it off.
I just look how dark this is. Like, it's just so dark. Even with the light, like comparing to the black table, there's not much of a. It's so dark.
But compared to, so let's take the spoiler. The other ones for this jersey are not on our list.
Nope.
So you take red, blue, and white. Which one comes out the winner?
I mean, personally, I like the blue one. I think it looks really sharp and different. But you're wearing blue, black, and copper in our nation's capital.
Swing and a miss.
So I just really hate asymmetrical jerseys. I really do. You can't do that symmetry line here. And look, if your logo is so unbalanced that you need to fix it with the jersey design, I don't think it's a good logo.
Yeah.
The Weagle. This. I might as well show the other shoulder because that was more on camera, anyways. Right. That is a well-balanced logo. It stands well on its own. I mean, anytime I've seen it with 3 stars above, it looks better. But that's not the point. It still can stand. You put just this, everything is on this side. It's like, oh, it's motion and but
our best of video is just turned into here's the 6th worst jersey by the Washington Capitals.
More or less.
But going back to this and the time in which we got it and this idea of reverse retro, like this one reverse retro one. This was the clear winner. This is the one that everybody went out and got. The Caps were somewhat off of their Stanley Cup win. They were still doing well. Like this hit pretty well when they first introduced them.
The only one I ever saw at retail was at a Lids outlet, and it was a Holtby. You know why I didn't buy it?
Because he never wore it.
Holtby never wore it.
Yeah.
Or else I would have had my own.
I can just strip that for you. Let me know.
Yeah, well.
So here's the 6th worst jersey. The 5th worst. Are we getting any better?
Well, I mean, would this be 4th worst, and then this? And then we get because 6th worst would
I'm
be
not
better.
So great. I'm not doing this math.
Look, I've had people tell me this is their best look, and I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but it's first off, Phil, when they wear this.
It was a 2015 Winter Classic.
Glad you woke up to tell us.
All right, back to your slumber, Phil.
And sleep. And look, all right. So this was a Winter Classic jersey. They needed some old look, but they only had one old look, and that's the one that was our 2nd worst with the red shoulders and the stars. And so they made something up. It's a faux back, F-A-U-X, right? It doesn't. It's throwing back to something that never existed. I think these shoulder stripes. This never existed in the NHL for anyone, and I think that deserves some praise. That's something new.
Yep.
That's cool. They kept normal hemline stripes. The stars still made it to the sleeves, but fewer of them. Note it's 3 and not 5 shoved in there like a human centipede. Little blue cuff. and the logo. So they said they've always had capitals across the chest, and so they made sure to put capitals. But you'll recognize this W made it back as that third jersey.
It did.
So the W was stars and the very subtle Washington Monument tip. Phil, you want to jersey cam that? Let's wake you up for that.
That might be a negatory on that one. But
Why?
Why do we even pay Jersey Cam? Like, why do we even pay him to be here?
Like we need to switch back to the old jersey cam.
You had me.
So
Keep going.
this idea, 2014, right? 2015. This idea, this W, the one that we praised at the end of the last video, and the worst of, has been there for a while. Like using that idea, just keeping it simple, is they have it in their back pocket, and it took them a long time to do. This is okay. Like why the maroon? Explain to me. Riddle me that.
Yeah, well, that's probably why it never did stick around, because you need different equipment to really make this work. It's all much darker. I don't know why. I mean, other than like it was, a daytime game out in the sun. Maybe they thought, or maybe just it feels more muted, feels more vintage. I don't know. It used to be that bright was vintage because like everything is dark and gritty. I hope everyone watching this is thinking that like what is just unplugged
What's
from my
Phil
computer?
doing?
What's installing?
I think it's overheated. Like it's hot.
That's hot.
That is hot. Number one though, like that.
You wanted to fight me over this.
Yeah.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
We'll wait, Phil, for you to get done playing with your sounds.
Keep going.
Did you change the wave for the announcement on the computer?
So when they wear this?
1997 to 07.
That's a long time to
It
wear
was
this.
3 years as a third jersey, and then it got promoted, which I think I wrote on the card. But go ahead, ignore that. It's fine. That's fine.
It says
Phil's
I did my
overheating.
research for you.
Leave him alone. He's
it says
overheating.
third, first, and. That's what it says.
Good. So, look, first off, they're the Washington Capitals. And I know it should be an OLS for this, but, like, it has the Capitol building. Capitals. I mean, look, I don't know how many of you realize this. They're named the Washington Capitals, right?
Right.
Why is their logo entirely lowercase?
Because it's not Capitol. Oh
Well, but no. ALS means that it's the big letters. It's uppercase. OL is the building. And even then, I'm not sure of my usage. And I'm a social studies teacher. I just avoid it where possible.
Okay.
But like, it's the Capitol building.
So we've come out grammatically incorrect.
Here's that. Well, and like lowercase versus uppercase. Okay, I'm insisting that's a thing.
If it were uppercase, you wouldn't be able to put this cool hockey stick in there as the L.
Life finds a way.
Uh.
So, look, okay, I realize the color scheme is the biggest attraction, which is why I kept hoping for it to reverse retro. And if only we had a zoomed-in ability to show this. If only.
He's overworked. He's going to ask for union benefits.
Oh,
Bill.
Hold on. Well, maybe no.
Yeah, there it is.
You've zoomed in too much. You're back on that Bieber jersey.
Yeah, no, that's not for it.
Okay.
Great. I mean, look, I think there's so much potential in this look. It's very different. It's distinct. It's a traditional hockey jersey, but I think all the elements are quite well done.
Yeah.
I think the color balances well. It avoids all the issues we've talked about with color in previous videos. I wish there was a red, white, and blue and not navy, like actually do it right. Really, I think the biggest attraction is the font is goofy. And yes, it's not an Ovechkin jersey. How about that? How about that, people? Anyways. I like it. Maybe it's a bit much, but
it's good
compared to.
But what a weird transition to go from, the stars and the red, the white, and the blue to black, copper, and this bluish, tealish mashup. And then they got the screaming eagle with the teal. It's like you did a complete. That's the one. You did a complete franchise overhaul of your look in a time where, in hindsight, was a terrible time to rebrand your franchise because we get stuff like Screaming Eagle, Burger King,
the '90s were not
and
good
Wild
for design.
Wing.
But
whoa, look at that!
Weird mishmash.
To reiterate, this is a best of jersey.
Who would have thought?
Whose tone was that of a second worst of jersey.
I mean, you're right. They've never had a good look.
No.
They've never had like this.
Where's that blue one? That's gone.
The third
W.
jersey, the
That
W
is that is their best look.
That's the closest. Yeah, I mean maybe, but like it's been around so little, it's still so plain.
Yeah.
It's generic jersey number 3. Like this is a logo that I think is like a logo. I think this is a logo that could work. This I've always hated. That I certainly hate. This has never gone front and center for some reason.
Sit up for 1 second. Sit up. Look at the diversity of this franchise's history. Like, look at this. And this is.
People give Vancouver a lot of flack for looking at so many different looks. Pittsburgh had a ton of different looks. No one mentions how off the wall this franchise has been.
It's goofy.
It's so goofy.
Mm-hmm.
And they've never had anything good beyond just saying Capitals on it.
Caps.
Or being really, or Caps. Or just being really unbalanced. Like, it's...
We have beaten this franchise to death.
So
is that my cue now?
I don't know, Phil.
He's Shrems. I'm
are
John.
you still
Phil.
overheating?
Take us out.
I think I am. And on that note, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and tune in for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
I think we're going to need witness protection after this.
Honestly, but look at this.